That is just the way it goes sometimes, Halvor. What we did see was the Hellraisers getting pushed around to no end on Dust 2. Somewhat expected, but I kind of thought there'd be a little bit more fight out of them.
Yeah, you know, you kind of hope that you'd see at least a couple of rounds from maybe Oscar going to town with the op, something to that effect. That was not the case, but going into training, we might get a second chance. G2, though, I would say favorites going into the third map.
Really?
Yeah, no, I would hold a bit of a stronger pin to their name. We'll see, though, if it pans out as Hellraisers moving towards the inner bomb site.
Oh, that's what we're going to see. It's going to be with a quickness. They just run right on into this inner bomb site. Bomb should be going down relatively soon. Everything is clear. The coast is clear, except for the 5 G2 players that, well, they're not happy about this. The invaders are here. And it's Jax to go ahead and take down 2 of them, looking for a third. He will find it onto Issa. Make it a 4th before he eventually is still in the running. It's actually lucky that falls. They're going to tap the bomb. Last player in Oscar. This is going to be an easy defuse. He's going to back off, save this 100 armor. He should be able to have head armor next round. But ultimately, a great round there from the side of Jax. 4 kills, and that shuts down any hope from the side of Hellraisers grabbing that pistol.
Here we are. So G2 start off in a strong fashion. CT side was kind of the bane of their existence the first time we saw them on train. We're going to need to see if they can actually sort some of that out. Though they did end up winning versus the Spaniards. Hellraisers might be a little bit of a tougher nut to crack. But anyway, solid start.
That is true. Meanwhile, Oscar's going to grab that AK because he, again, saved 100 Kevlar last round and then will be able to give himself head armor. Unfortunately, no armor to help out of Nookie, who just catches a grenade there in T-Con. Or we have somewhat of a split here from the side of the Hellraisers. Looks like they want to test that of Ivy. Holding fast will be Omnic there with Ump. But then, nothing gained yet. No territory getting controlled. And that peak, well, did not go how Omnic wanted it to. That AK, something to nibble on here. Make it 2. 2-course meal at the very least. This round's not gone well for G2 thus far. Losing the number game, eventually Oscar does fall, and so does that AK. They're not going to be close enough to recover it either. So,
Bomb dropped in a bit of an awkward position for Angel to retrieve. Oh,
okay. Lowell with the AK. He does actually pick it back up, so good on him. 2 versus 2. 25 seconds on the clock, and Lucky coming through T-Con will easily dispatch of Angel.
And that is bombed down once more. Means that one remaining Spaniard is going to have to go on a bit of a fact-finding mission. That doesn't pan out too well. Admirable effort, but still going to be 2 rounds to the name of G2.
That is the case, Halvor. You have absolutely nailed that one.
Hell yeah.
As G2 shakily have taken that round, but it's done nonetheless. GG.bet odds in front of you. And with G2 in the running right now, have the numbers as the favorite.
Yeah, 1.28 odds in favor of them winning the map. I'd have to say I'd agree with that. I'll see, though, if Hellraisers do. Omnic's going to get really aggressive towards Ivy. So be greeted by a nade for that. He doesn't find anyone at all. Obviously, sound cues galore.
A little bit of a price to pay with that grenade. Meanwhile, this was an investment here from Hellraisers. Lau with the Deagle and the rest with AKs. They do have full-on head armor and some nades to use just to get in the sight. Molotovs to flush out some of the defenders. Current setup is, well, basically 4 outside, and then back towards connector. We're going to have Lucky playing with the AUG, smoking the lower ramp. Still no real opening for the Hellraisers to abuse just yet.
Like, it's such a passive setup here on the inner bomb site. I was going to get some help, and while that happens, Jax pushes aggressively onto Issen and teammate. Finding short of a late flank from Issa on an inner push is not going to happen, but instead they're going to turn their heads towards the yard.
with that kill. Shocks thinking of backing away slowly, or at least displacing. We'll keep him there in sight there of Ivy. Oscar falls, just Lowell, having found himself an AK off of a fallen comrade. And a kill, so something in it, but before he knows it, he's going to run into trouble here in these halls. Let's get legged. Did he just get legged from outside? Or am I imagining things again?
Might be. Wouldn't be the first time.
You're right. We have just past midnight, and we are now on June 16th, a Sunday.
If you say so.
Oh, I know so. For mankind tells me so. Imagine if time's not real, Halvor. What would that do?
I don't know. That just leads me to believe that Anders might be right about everything. And that scares me.
Well, yeah, that should scare you alone. I wouldn't say everything. The guy's certainly right about a few things. Got a good head on his shoulders.
That he does. Oh. G2, they're going to be trying to remove heads from the shoulders of Hellraisers, and, well, they might be likely to do so. We've got a Deagle round coming up. No Kevlar. Punch is going to be prevalent. There's wildly firing shots off is Kenny. Hoping to see if he can get some lucky tags. Not going to be getting those, though. Angel's moved his way out. Just gets spotted, takes a lot of damage as well. Down he goes. So, bomb actually left behind in teammate as well. So it doesn't really seem that there's any plan behind this from Hellraisers, not long term. As they've all just kind of walked out and died. Lawl's going to find Kenny at the very least as a bit of a consolation prize. Nikia with the bomb. Deagle, 86 HP and 4 players to find. It's just a matter of time before he falls.
This is true, my friend.
Well, he's going to milk it out to the very end of it. But eventually it's going to be Omnic to find his second. So 4-0 start for G2. Now we're going to see a buy coming up from Hellraisers. Oscar, obviously, donning that up. He's going to be a pretty integral part for Hellraisers if they want to have a shot at winning this. Let's see where this takes us. Really seen Hellraisers quite get into the groove of things, considering how Dust 2 went. So they might feel a little bit cold. Did look pretty promising on Inferno, though, to start off the series.
Yes, sir. 4-0. Weapons back out there for the side of Hellraisers, but no real control across the map. They're going to be taking their time. No real reason to force the issue. And that issue is going to be finding themselves into one of these bomb sites. G2 going with 3 players outside, 2 on the inner site, just in case things get spicy. And I don't know about you, Halvor, but I love a bit of spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo. What about spicy ranch? Yeah.
Spicy mayonnaise has changed the game. So if y'all don't have that on your cards, you're sleeping. Shame on y'all. Just kind of like that of the Hellraisers, who have actually brought this one back to even strength across the board. 3v3. Pretty close HP there on Jackson. Issa 40-42. And Issa is eventually going to falter. Oh, Oscar. Shots. Yeah, quite the shot. Misses, but Nookie's got something to say about it. 1v1. Somehow we've gotten down here to the nitty-gritty. It's lucky with the positioning and the shot and the round for G2.
No. That's not what Hellraisers wanted to see. They've been sent back to, well, start. They're going to have to reinvest. Every man goes down, and they do have the money for it. But again, they kind of need something to work out for them at this point. Nova on Oscar on the T side of Train. While the teams run out, I can tell you about one of the affiliates here for the invitational CSGO.net. Use code cologne, get 30% more on your balance, and the chance to win some cool skins.
That's right, Havor. You tell him.
Just like Soldier Boy.
Yule, as we take a look in here to Hellraisers. Shotgun on to Oscar. We know that he can be lethal with it, but will he? Lowell has somehow found his way into the outside site, and so has the bomb, but not for long. Jack's going to go ahead and take care of that quick little problem that was a potential bomb plant from the side of Hellraisers. A Yule indeed.
Yule.
Crank that, says G2. 6-0.
Yeah, this is looking pretty solid for the French.
Drake? Drake?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's wild, ain't it?
Soldier Boy's had some pretty wild ideas, just in general, though.
What about that little console, the game?
Yeah, I was about to say, right? Which is straight up just a ripoff of the PSP, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked some sort
pretty
of
identical.
shoddy design there. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of designs, the Hellraisers on this eco are gonna have to do something nice for themselves. It's looking like they want to go inside.
Oh, how does Lucky get dinged?
Not real sure, but he damn sure did, didn't he?
Bending bullets over here. Not going on it. Smoke comes out. Well, a lot of nades come out.
All the nades, and they're just going to hold fast, using a little bit of this utility. Sort of the buffer. It's going to be Kenny that rings in first caller of the evening, followed by Shocks, caller number 2. Kenny yet again back on the request line, able to find one. Shocks is just not going to give up. This Lucky does finish out the round 7-0 on the eco.
Yeah, that didn't quite go the way for Hellraisers. Not even a bomb plant, not even close to it, in fact. And they have a lot of work to be done here. G2, they delivered a solid T-half yesterday. It kind of looked like it had rhyme and reason as well. All right, into round 8 we go.
Finally some weapons back out here. Oscar with AWP. He's going to try to get a shot down there towards the middle of the bomb train.
Nice little nade onto Oscar there. Jax steps on fire, doesn't have his fireproof boots on. Apparently not protected against high explosive grenades either.
Wow. Oscar just eating the AUG bullets from Jax. Hooky with the trade, and Omnek pushing out on top of the train's able to at least keep this one somewhat competitive.
At least
for
for a
Lucky
little
and Shocks. 1v2 will be Angel. That grenade's just barely going to miss.
So is Angel.
Drake? It's just such a wild clip, right? Like, it just not really. Yeah. 8-0. G2 firmly in control of the CT side thus far.
Yeah. It's going to be rinse and repeat for Hellraisers. They do have max loss bonus. Even if they're not getting ball plants, they can afford to buy up at least something. It's not going to be great. So Oscar on a scout. Not a lot of utility, but they will use what little they have. Might have made the right call here. Going through pop, but quick boost there. Nicely done from Kenny and co. Nets them 2 kills. Bomb has finally been planted for Hellraisers. So did you finally get to play an after-plant position? Oscar posted up in Pop Dog. Oh, nice utility usage. And Omnic, are you not going to clear that corner? You're not, apparently. You're going to get punished for it. Luckily, Kenny has your back. It's starting to run a little bit low here, though.
That it is. Lowell at the E-box. Finds one, looks for the second. We'll try to spray down the diffuser, but they need to get on it, and it looks like they'll have it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close, but
Lucky's
there you have it.
within range. Well done there to just get on the bomb and immediately let go of it. Lowell, as the last man standing, kind of has to dump a few bullets into the smokes.
And 9 unanswered rounds there by G2. Taking a look at the odds, 1-11 roughly. And you can tell that GG.bet
Not believers in Hellraisers.
Pretty good indication as to how this one's going thus far. That's the second bomb plant for the Hellraisers.
All game. And the first one is in pistol, right? So can you really count that one?
What can you count anymore? Are numbers real, Halvor?
Yeah, not going to go there.
Man-made, huh?
Man-made numbers.
Imagine if numbers were fake. Then that would mean that all of science,
Math is just fake.
everything is fake, right? Like it's all unraveled right away.
Something to think about.
It's pretty wild, really. Think about that on your own time. Stay away from the depths of YouTube. You never know what you find down there. 9-0. Speaking of depths, that's where Hellraisers find themselves. Just a cut lower than Hell itself.
Well, the bomb plant, at least they do get an op on Oscar. They do get a little bit more utility as well. Not that it's a whole lot still. 4 flashes and 3 smokes is what they have left. 20 seconds into the round. And the Skatheory has not come true.
This is not real in this one, is it? Shout out Skadoodle, at Ska, I think it is now. And ask him about the Skatheory in this matchup. 9-0. Currently G2, the French. Looking like the foreign legion that they are. Quite a bit of damage there for Lucky. This is going to be an inside hit, whether Hellraisers want it or not. You're going to run right into Shox, who has the AWP. So you flash to get Oscar back just a little bit. This has found a lot of ground on the outside site. No one knows he's quite there yet. Kenny keeping his eye on ladder, but legging Lowell. Now the comm has to have come in. Lowell falls. This has somehow gotten itself down to a 2v3. A real chance here in a 2v2, actually, for the Hellraisers to get the bomb planted and potentially win their first round. Except for Kenny S. ruins the day. Almost letting a no-scope. Lucky on 13 HP. Issa with 2 frags in the round. Plenty of time to play around, and he's going to do that. You said Skatheory.
Yep.
And just as you say it.
Rings true.
It's very true, my friend. Very, very true. First round for the Hellraisers.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more, though, and they kind of need to do that in a row as well, because now that money loss bonus is obviously going to start to taper off. And if they're going to feed Oscar's pretty expensive addiction of ops, they need to keep winning. I'll see if they're going to be able to, though. Obviously, G2, they have at least money enough for one buy in there, but it's not like they have a hefty bank by any means. Taking a few losses here and there, and that economy never really built up to that extreme measure as you would have expected. And
that's the second time.
Yeah.
The second time we've seen a wallbang right there in this match.
Feels like Lucky just kind of needs to figure out a new way to play for information off that position, because Oscar's going to do that every round.
Yeah, now that it's found success. Speaking of success, currently Jax is 18-6 on this first half.
Damn.
Pretty good, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, Hellraisers a little bit spread out now, but the majority of them find themselves towards inner. They're going to lump out 3 smokes and a Molotov. See what kind of rotation this creates. Not a big one.
That Molotov was strictly for the fact that Shox has been destroying teams from right there. Albeit, he just did it to the Hellraisers.
Well, that was a lot of utility spent for not going anywhere, but it does create a little bit of space for the likes of Angel.
Yeah, and the Hellraisers still have the ability to flex and go back down the ladder, reroute themselves to the outside bomb site. But
Omnic heard that.
Yeah, look at this. All the way into CT spawn goes Angel. They're going to have to find. They found him. He's found out that the inside pinch is on. Somehow, Angel falls eventually, but takes out Shox first. And that's a big piece of the puzzle here to solve as they get the bomb down. 2v4. Make it 2v4. Quick shot there from Oscar on the Jax.
3 HP. I felt like G2 problem solved that pretty poorly, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
There's no way Shox should be able to die in that kind of scenario. Whoever's playing from connector just kind of let him down, allowing to swing wide because they already had Lucky rotating in towards the CT spawn side of things. So, yeah, G2 losing grip of things a little bit, and they're going to be back on an eco now. So Hellraisers could very quickly be looking at 3 rounds in a row. But we're going to have a pause before we get into the action of it all.
That we will, Halvor. That we will indeed.
You got any ideas as to who this might be?
You know, if I was a guessing man, I would say G2. They lose 2 in a row. You might as well calm it back down. You don't want to get any momentum out of the way.
Shock's trying to figure out how he died.
Yeah, and really just trying to understand that wall bang inside. And everything that he ever knew about holding the inside sight is now been tested.
We'll see, though, if Hellraisers can manage to string this back into becoming a pretty respectable T-half. Like they would kind of need 5 to 6 to do so. But as it stands right now, it should be pretty solid chances of them picking up a third at the very least.
We will find out. No weapons here for G2. In fact, 2 USPs, 2 Deagles, and a P250. P250. Oscar with the AWP from T-Con. Could be a fast strat here for the Hellraisers. They know that they're going to be outgunning them. That's what they're going to do. They're going to find their way over to the bomb train rather quick. Angel not spotting this player on the bomb train until now. And well, there you have it. It was Kenny S at the end of the day. Now Omnic. Last one. Very sneaky in himself to somehow get on top of blue. Ooh, nice shooting there on the Lowell. Now the comm has come in. Take the frag and then be cornered off with the Glock of Oscar. 3rd round on the board for the Hellraisers. We're going to see another buy come out here. As you look towards the end of the first half of play on Train, the decider in this decider.
Yep, a lot of things could be decided here as to how the first half ends up looking. Kenny, yes, actually busting out the silenced M4. Haven't seen that in a while.
Hey, I still use that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's lit.
Why haven't you been on the servers?
It's too easy for me, man. I don't know why these guys have such a hard time. It's easy. You run in sight, plant the bomb, shoot the guy trying to plant the bomb, and then
win rounds.
That's it. You just get the round, get the W, go home.
There
Cash
you go.
check. Done.
Jack's about to get that dub. Finds Nikki. Not going to be able to flash Lowell properly, so fall to his death. He will. Bombs drop, though. Kenny jumping around, spots one, and well, that silence cult didn't really impress me there.
Well, it didn't. Sometimes that's the way she goes. That time she didn't go, but that time she didn't go. Neither did it go for Omnic. It's the way of the road, they say. Lucky and Shock's going to hold on to these weapons. No. Nothing to really be gained out of this 2v4 other than potentially just losing it. So they're going to hold on to an AWP and an AUG and back the hell on out of there. Bomb will go off. And it's going to be Hellraisers with 4 on the board.
On the board.
Yeah, not quite, but here's the Hellraisers. 4 rounds in a row, to be exact.
That's been very much needed as well. It was looking like G2 was going to run away with it for the longest of times.
Yeah,
didn't really get tested too much in those first 9.
Yeah, I mean, after that bomb plan, it was pretty much, you know, they lost that round 4 in a row. And now we're going to see what they can do with it. I mean, we're getting close to the end of the half. 6 would be a reasonable end to the half for the Hellraisers. About the best they can hope for, obviously.
Yeah. Well, they should be real happy if they can manage to cobble that together. G2, though, they really would have made at least close this out to double digits with how they started. Otherwise, it's going to feel like a bit of a loss at that. Shoxy finds one, doesn't get traded. Actually, it's going to find both. That's how you do it. We saw it versus Spaniards as well.
This is more like it from G2.
Yeah, hero round from Shox with the AWP.
Oh my God, they're all back turned, but
Omnic's got high sensitivity, I suppose.
Yes, he does.
Oh, hello there. And easy as you like. 1 casualty on a non-investment round. Pretty much Shoxy and the saved weapons doing a whole lot of damage.
That's right. 10-4, last round of the half. It's going to be a buy-up from everyone involved. And that does make the most sense here, as the Hellraisers would love to make 5 out of their 4. But as it stands, after that round, a blistering pace from G2. They just really took the fight to them.
Shots is showing his best side again, and Jax, oof.
Nice shot from Amanek onto the back of Jax. That's not going to help things, but all things considered, neither is that Molotov. A lot of damage dealt there, too. Ladder room was compromised, and then that Molotov's going to do just enough to back him out. Lawwell, though, very sneaky in his own. Not too sneaky for Amanek, who sees everything. The all-seeing eye.
To the forward, bomb dropped. Amanek yet again finding a stray Hellraisers member. He's been all over the place so far in this round. Scouring yard. It's left to his own devices. Spotted out by E-Box, and he's going to go fall down to Kenny S. 11-4, so G2 managed to bring the last 2 rounds of the half back in their favor.
Jax, 21-10. Great showing here from him.
Not bad. Had to actually be stopped by a teammate, really, to quiet the rampage.
Yeah, it's basically what just happened. Yep, see there had Amanek, little jelly. But ultimately, that would be the 11th for G2. They pick up a pistol here, and that's not going to be a good sign for the Hellraisers. CT side on the cards for them. Perhaps they can hold back the Frenchman.
Might be. Time will tell. Here we go. G2 didn't win pistol in the first half. Hellraisers on their side desperately need a pistol to stay afloat. Keep in mind, whoever loses this map is going to be out of the tournament. No chance to go to Cologne. No chance to continue their tournament life.
Yes, this is for the last spot in the playoffs.
Already Sprout, Force, and Liquid making up the 3 other spots. Somewhat surprising, I think, to some. Nonetheless.
Slow pistol round here from both sides. Looks like it could be some sort of outer play. G2 not going to show face just yet. 4 members of Hellraisers outside. Meanwhile, peeking upper. It's going to be that of Oscar by himself. If they take him out, they're going to be able to push in with a quickness. They have spotted him. They have gushed him. They have backed him off of upper just a little bit. He looks like he wants to go back in. They're going to have to hold this angle. At least be aware of the fact that he could re-peek here. Smoke going down there towards the back of the yard. And so will the bomb out onto the yard itself. Oscar re-peeking from upper will not be very fruitful. Kenny S has the answer. And now G2 have the bomb plant.
Very few tagged up on the side of Hellraisers now. Angel down to half HP, is down to 12. Jax finally comes, well, that clues up to what's going on with where Lowell is. That's round 12 and a pistol round for G2. They're looking primed to take this in a pretty clean fashion. And it's also showcased by the odds from GGbet. Hellraisers at 11.54. That swings out for the worse as well. G2 just looking so solid. We'll see, though. Still some Counter-Strike left to be played. G2 needs to be able to close it out. Doing so by converting on pistol is going to be a big part of it.
Absolutely correct, Halvor. So funny, man. You got a joke for us? Tell us a joke, Halvor.
Oh, God. No, I don't really have any, like,
you don't have any material
PG.
prepared?
I don't have PG-friendly jokes.
Well,
that's kind of the issue.
I highly doubt that the content warning was on the channel, so I guess you're out of luck.
There we have that.
Got a pretty good joke.
Bring it.
Actually, maybe I don't.
Built up all that.
Oh, yeah, all the hype. Everybody just waiting now on the edge of their seat for the joke.
Just going to let him down like that.
Yeah, I was going to say Cloud9 not making the minor quite the punchline, isn't it?
That is a bit of a joke, isn't it?
Here you go. This could be a joke. Oscar waiting on the other side of the smoke. Tandem spray. They had an idea, I guess. They had a no real hunch, but I guess it doesn't matter. Lowell was the last one there to defend the site. Now the rotation's going to come in, and somehow Shox not getting the shot onto there of Issa. Certainly do love the 5-7, and in this moment, G2 don't love it. That's for damn sure. Somehow saving the day is Lucky. Gets the ump in there and gets it done.
19 HP, so it's shaky, but it gets the job done for G2, and I guess they don't really have to worry about a reinvestment on the side of Hellraisers, most likely, but might be getting towards that point where Hellraisers are starting to feel desperate. So you see Nuki's first opening. Not a bad go.
Here you have it. Still no weapons on the side of Hellraisers. A pending 14th round for G2. All the utility in the world. What will be done here? There it is. Kenny S taking fights outside. Grenade should find a kill. Oh, no, they already got him.
Jax with the max 10 cleans up whatever is left of Hellraiser's CT side defense. 14 rounds is what we're looking at. And potentially what could be the last solid buy, I suppose, on the side of Hellraisers. Oscar's going to have an off. It's going to have utility as well. Decoy in there. I guess just for the sake of filling out the nade sheet. But I guess could be used as a bit of a fake grenade. Dire Straits might be the case.
Yes, Dire Straits. Big fan of that song, actually.
Band, maybe?
Yeah, band. Anyways, there you have it. Pending 15th round. This is going to be the buy for Hellraisers. That means it all. The whole enchilada right here. This is playing up close in T-Con. G2 giving up a bit of area here with a little bit of a boost towards that of the ladder room.
Oh, Lucky.
Oh, my goodness. He can't see him.
Soon, though. Oh, gets a little bit too eager.
Oh, no. That was the drop he needed. That was everything that they needed right there to find that opening kill on the outside site. They were going to be able to pinch it from both sides. One from ladder, or excuse me, two from ladder, and then two from Ivy. The bomb could come in tow there towards connector. Would have really put in an awkward fight there for the Hellraisers, too. Are pushed up so far in the yard. Leave Oscar there to drop a smoke. He's playing towards Z. He wants to support this inner player in Lowell.
G2 really taking their time with this. 30 seconds left, and nothing's really happened. As I say that, Lucky's going to find at least a trade from Issa. Down Angel goes, but oh, look at this wrap around from Nuki. Two-man spray, Shox left. He's got Omnic with him as well, but time is becoming an issue.
Time is the biggest issue that they have right now. They need to have the bomb back in their hands, and with 9 seconds, they need to grab a plant. A little late. Not going to get done. Shox is going to get out of dodge, saving an AWP.
Yeah, Shox decided to go the...
Excuse me, Omnic, not Shox.
Shox decided to go the far route, pretty much to the bomb site after Omnic clears up the one player from Hellraisers there. Make sure he gets caught out. Hellraisers stay alive with 2, fight 1 back. But pretty significant deficit, so you don't really see too much of an opportunity here for them to bring this back.
Certainly don't.
Another buy is going to come in from G2 as well. They have enough money to go around. Instead of Hellraisers, it's okay. Actually, a decent amount of nades on their side too. Angel's the only one suffering weapon-wise.
Well, Jack's been feeling it this entire game. Should be no secret as to why he's already made it all the way out to E-Box. It's working up to Olaf now. He's going to have the drop here. He's going to choose to take the shot on the Shocks. Albeit a little bit late. Does leave him Lowell and Issa, 2v4. Bomb still down in spawn. Hasn't even made it out onto the site yet. It's going to be Ominek to go retrieve that, while Jax is going to do a little bit of cleanup duty here within the site itself. Issa barely missing a shot from Kenny S. And there you have it. 15-5, tournament life and Cologne berth on the line here for Hellraisers. Will they run it back, Halvor? That is the million, bajillion, or at least a $5,000 question.
Yeah, it's not looking likely at this point. They've been pretty flat since, well, the start of Dust 2, and it's carried over into Train. G2, though, looking pretty revitalized here on Train.
I think you are correct, my friend. 15-5. If you're sitting at home, I would say you should put your shoes back on. It's about that time.
Looking like Hellraisers might be heading on home. Oscar's going to make an aggressive move with the auto shotgun on the inner bomb side. He will be greeted by some Frenchies if he decides to turn the corner. Kenny as well. It seems to have an inkling that somebody might be pulling close up. It's Issa. Oh, that's a shot and a half.
Oh, my God. I thought he was going to pull it. Still doesn't matter. Number's still in the favor of G2 right here. Nookie and Issa. Op and Scout on both of them respectively. A bunch of nades being thrown by Jackson in the inner sight, potentially pulling some attention from that of Hellraisers onto the inside. It's not the case. It's going to be a little bit of a dancing game, except for Shocks has other plans. Good on you, Shoxy. Good on ya. 1 kill away. It's going to be Nookie that has to do it all here to stay alive for the Hellraisers. More importantly, propel them into what could be a 22nd round. Shocks, Ominek, Jax definitely don't have that on their plans. He does get a leg off there on the Shocks. Looked to score another shot, but it was all said and done with. As soon as he shot, that was all she wrote. Quite a bit of a round of applause there as, well, G2 fans and even production got a round of applause out of that one. So,
yeah.
Halvor, we've got our last playoff contender here.